Screech by Taran NCT on AO3. Episode 18, Chapter 19. Izuku had been getting nervous as the day progressed, knowing he had a date with Kaminari right after school, so it really wasn't a surprise to him when he walked out of the school gates with Kaminari only to see Keigo walking across the street for their weekly Monday flights. Turning to Kaminari, Izuku blushed. Sorry, I forgot I have a weekly thing with Hawks. I'll be right back. Whoa, that's really Hawks? Number 3 pro hero Hawks? Do you think I could meet him? Kaminari replied with a huge grin. Probably, but let me talk to him for a few minutes first, okay? Kaminari nodded. Izuku dashed to the other side of the street to talk to Keigo. Hey, baby bird. It looks like you're canceling last minute, huh? Keigo teased. Izuku blushed again. Yeah, I have a date. Looking over to Kaminari, Keigo gave an appreciative whistle. Way to go, little bro. He's the kid who got 3rd place in the sports fest, right? Yeah, I watched the reruns. He was amazing, and I found out today that he's been flirting with me since the first week of school. Oh, Keigo, look, I'm in new feathers. Izuku pulled out his wings, and Keigo just got excited over his new feathers, as Izuku himself had been. Whoa, you must have gotten a good 6 or 7 new inches. And it seems you lost some of your baby feathers. These new ones are so pretty. Running his fingers through his feathers. They're so soft. I love your wings, Baby Zoo. Keigo put his whole face in the wings and nuzzled his feathers while Izuku giggled. Thanks, Keig. He gently tugged his wings back and said, Is it okay if we cancel today? Turning seriously once again, Keigo ruffed Izuku's hair. On one condition. I still need that promise from you. Izuku nodded. I promise, Keig. I'll stay alive 1 more week. Okay. Keigo whispered, and then pulled Izuku into a hug. I love you, baby bro. I love you so much. Izuku held on to Keigo just as tightly. I love you too, Keig. They stood like that for a few more minutes before pulling away. Oh, Kaminari wanted to meet you. Something about being the number 3 or something like that? Keigo chuckled. Sure, I'll meet the guy stealing my little zoo from me on a Monday. Keigo! Izuku whined before leading him over to where Kaminari was still waiting. Hey, Kaminari, thanks for waiting. You wanted to meet him, so this is Hawks. Hawks, this is my friend? Kaminari Dinky. Izuku had stumbled momentarily at calling Kaminari his friend. Were they going to be boyfriends after this? Or should he have called him his classmate? Was friend the right thing to say? Kaminari flashed a brilliant smile at them. It's really great to meet you. I didn't know you knew Midoriya. Oh, yeah, the baby bird is practically my little brother. And I guess he's too flustered about your date to remember we had plans today. He teased them, earning himself a slap on the arm from Izuku and a soft blush from Kaminari. Laughing, Keigo continued. Next time you ask him out, try to avoid Mondays, okay? We have a weekly thing, and I don't want to do it over the phone. Right, sure, I don't mind moving our date to tomorrow if you still want to do your thing today. Kaminari offered. Nah, we already did it. That's what the talk was. And, hey, changing the subject a little bit, but congrats on your 3rd place in the sports fest. You were great out there, kid. Thanks. Midoriya helped me out with ideas on how to use my quirk better, and, he relied more ideas through Shinsou when we had our own training sessions. I got a lot better with his advice. I haven't short-circuited since I started with this new method of using my quirk. I'm glad my little owl is absolutely brilliant. I just wish he wanted to be in limelight so I could have snagged him for the internship. But alas, the owlet likes Eraserhead more than me. Keigo pouted. I never made that a secret, Keig. You've known forever that Eraser's my favorite. Izuku puffed out his cheeks. Yeah, he's been your favorite since before I even debuted. I know. Doesn't mean I'm not still jealous. Keigo pulled Izuku in closer and ruffled his hair to Izuku's hissing protest. Laughing, Keigo let him go. Okay, I won't keep you any longer. Go on and enjoy yourselves. Thanks, man. It was nice to meet you. I'll make sure to take care of Midoriya while we're out. Kaminari said cheerfully. You better, Keigo warned. I'll know otherwise. Before the boys could say anything else, Keigo shot up in the air and flew off. Well, as far as shovel talks, that wasn't so bad, Kaminari joked before turning back to Izuku. Ready to go? So, do you want weird or cute owl facts first? Izuku asked Kaminari, while they had two tiny elf owls in their hair, and a snowy owl that's always hung out with Hitoshi was preening Izuku's curls, and a Screech owl had taken a perch next to Kaminari and was playing with his hair. How about a cute one to start us off? Kaminari giggled and pet the owl's feathers. Humming to himself for a moment, Izuku gave the first owl fact. A group of owls is called a parliament. This originates from C.S. Lewis' description of meeting of owls in the Chronicles of Narnia. Really? Kaminari's eyes were wide as he processed that fact. Yep, I've never read the book, though. Next one. The tiniest owl in the world is the elf owl, which is 5 to 6 inches tall and weighs about 1.5 ounces. The blackish fish owl is the world's largest and one of the rarest owl species, with an impressive 6-foot wingspan. Izuku gestured to the owls in his hair. These little runts are elf owls. They're super cute, Kaminari said. Izuku nodded slowly, not wanting to dislodge the owls. This next one is kinda embarrassing, but not sure why. In fat years, when mice are plentiful, usually monochronous boreal owls are apt to be promiscuous because easy prey means less work for parents feeding their young. Males have been caught mating with up to 3 females, while females have been seen with at least one burial on the side. Kaminari snickled at that. Well, if they're as cute as you are, I'm not surprised. Izuku blushed and hid his face behind his hands. Okay, now we're moving on to creepy facts. Hit me. Kaminari laughed. The eyes of an owl are not true eyeballs. Their tube-shaped eyes are completely immobile, providing binocular vision which fully focuses on the prey and boosts its depth perception. That's why owls move their heads so much. And on that note, owls can rotate their necks 270 degrees. A blood pooling system collects blood to power their brains and eyes when neck movements cut off circulation. Huh, you really do know a whole lot about owls, Kaminari said. Yeah. Izuku pet the snowy owl a little, and then continued in a whisper. My quirk came in late. There were some issues at home. Because of it, once I realized it was an owl quirk, I decided to learn everything there was to know about owls. Kaminari winced. I kinda know what you mean, he replied. It sounds like your parents might not have been super supportive. My parents both have really weak electrical quirks, and they're electricians. They wanted me to follow them, since it's a really stable job. And I'm really stupid, so they didn't think I'll... He was cut off as Izuku threw a balled-up napkin at him. You're not allowed to talk bad about yourself, Kaminari, Izuku said earnestly. Try that again, but be nice to yourself. Izuku blanched. Oh gosh, it sounds like Toshi. Kaminari tilted his head at that. Huh? Izuku blushed. I used to have a really bad habit of talking really poorly about myself, he admitted. Hitoshi started carrying around a squirt gun, and he would squirt me whenever he heard me say something bad about myself and then make me repeat it while using kind words. Yeah, I kinda do that too, Kaminari admitted. Since I short circuit so often, people have always called me stupid. Plus, I'm really hyper and I get bored easily. I'm pretty sure I have ADHD, but my parents don't believe it's a real thing, so they won't take me to a doctor for it. He shrugged. I'm waiting for graduation, then I could get myself a doctor's appointment. You could always talk to Shouta or Hizashi about that, Izuku offered. Who? Oh, sorry, Aizawa sensei or Mike sensei. They would help you get an appointment, and would probably talk to your parents about it too. Izuku looked Kaminari directly in the eyes. You're not stupid, Kaminari. I've met some stupid people, and you're not one of them, so please don't call yourself stupid again. Kaminari's breath hitched a little as he looked down. Yeah, okay. He then looked back up at Izuku. Thanks. No one's ever said something like that to me. Izuku smiled at him. I'm still learning to be kind to myself, he said gently. And who knows, helping you learn those same lessons might make them stick better for myself too. Kaminari smiled gently. If you don't mind me asking... No, never mind. Do you have any more Alphax? Izuku stared at him for a moment. I do, but I'd rather hear your question. It's personal. Probably too personal for a first date, Kaminari admitted. I really like you, and I don't want to make you too uncomfortable on the first date to make you not want a second. Izuku looked back down and sighed. I think I really like you too, he said quietly. So, in the spirit of fairness, I should tell you that I come with a lot of extra baggage. Izuku started tugging at his fingers. I don't really want to tell you this, but it's probably best to get it out now before either of us start to develop real feelings. Kaminari looked at him concerned. What do you mean? Izuku sighed deeply. Kaminari, I've got really bad depression, and I've gotten a lot better about it, but I still have days where I'm suicidal. He finished in a whisper. That's why my Monday talks with Hawks are... I promise him every week that I'll live just one more week. He closed his eyes. I've almost broken that promise a few times. Kaminari was silent, and Izuku was worried he'd scared him off. But then he felt him take his hands in his. Thank you for telling me. His smile was small, but no less genuine. I don't know how I can help you with these things, but I want to be here for you. You're the smartest, kindest, strongest person I know, and I would love to keep seeing you. You mean that? Izuku asked. You're really willing to put up with all my issues? No, I'm not going to put up with you. What I will do, though, is embrace every aspect of you. If you're sad, I'll try to cheer you up. If you're happy, I can match your energy and be happy with you. Kaminari winked at him. Ready for a cheesy pickup line? Izuku had tears in his eyes and a smile on his face as he nodded. Sure. Are you a magazine? 'Cause baby, I'd like to subscribe to all your issues. Izuku laughed as his tears started falling. I don't know. It's gonna be pretty hard to unsubscribe. There will most likely be a cancellation fee. Are you sure? I don't think I've ever been more sure about anything before. Kaminari agreed, wholeheartedly. Izuku nodded. Okay. God damn it. At that explanation, both boys turned to see where it came from, only to see Hitoshi, Shouta, and Hizashi watching from a few booths away. I never gave Izuku the talk about loud blondes. Shouta hissed to himself, earning a smack from Hizashi. There's nothing wrong with a loud blonde, babe. No, Dad's got a point, Hitoshi said. Shouta snickered. Stop trying to get on his good side. You know full well you're the one who helped facilitate this. Shut up, are you trying to get me killed? Hitoshi glanced nervously at Shouta. Hizashi joined Shouta snickering. Babe, this is going to show that our little owl is more than we could ever have imagined. He's choosing a loud blonde for himself. Don't do it, Izuku. Loud blondes are nothing but trouble. Kaminari glanced back at Izuku. What? Izuku just buried his face in his hands. Kaminari... Dinky. Izuku looked back up at him, startled. If we're gonna be doing this, and I really, really want to, then I want you to call me Dinky. Okay, Dinky. Then you have to call me Izuku. Dinky nodded with a bright smile. Dinky, you already know that I live with Aizawa-sensei, and that Hitoshi's my brother. Well, Mike-sensei is my other dad. So, Mike-sensei and Aizawa-sensei are together? Yep, they're married. Cool. So I'll be getting a shovel talk from 3 separate pro heroes in the near future. Cool. You still sure you want to do this? Izuku confirmed. Yeah, you're my boyfriend now, Izuku. No refunds. Izuku did not, in fact, get the no loud blondes talk. You know, so unfortunately, Izuku chose a loud blonde. If it wasn't... Sorry, I just heard the neighbors, like, throw something, and then I heard, get out, and I've been hearing a meow coming outside. I know for a fact it isn't my cat, because my cat is dead fucking asleep on my bed. I checked, because I kept hearing the meow, and I'm like, is that my cat? Is that Storm? I'm literally hearing them bang on stuff, trying to get that cat out. They're continuously banging. Why are they banging? The meowing stopped. Unless they're, like, trying to... I'm not gonna think about that. Jesus Christ, it's like they're knocking on my fucking walls. As I was saying, clearly, if, you know, Hitoshi and Shouta weren't already dating, you know, the whole loud blonde, I would have found it absolutely hilarious if, obviously, it wasn't a villain Bakugou, but if it was not a, like, this is a villain Bakugou, but if it was not a villain Bakugou, Storm, you fucking whore, what do you mean? And I could tell he chewed it off because it's wet. I am not knitting, I'm crocheting right now, and motherfucker, I just reached the end of the point, and I'm like, what do you mean? This is connected to the big yarn ball I have right next to me. And then I touch the end. It is fucking wet. There could only be one person to do this, and now I'm concerned. Now I'm gonna have to be watching him closely to make sure that he didn't accidentally ingest some of this. Because I cannot have my cat ingesting this. And I'm gonna hope and pray that he didn't. And if I see anything strange in his behavior, I'm gonna have to take him to the hospital. The vet hospital. Whatever, point taken is, what I was gonna say is, it would be funny if, you know, obviously this wasn't a villain Bakugou, and this wasn't, you know, Hitoshi with Shouta. It would be absolutely hilarious if Shouta dated Bakugou, or maybe another loud blonde, and, you know, Shouta got 2 sons dating 2 loud blondes. That would be absolutely hilarious, but that's not what happened. Also, I find Danky's... I'm getting... I can see this. This could happen. Alright. I am growing on this ship. It's not like the Baku Danky one where it's like, God fucking damn it, now I ship it hard. Unfortunately, it's not like that one, but I am shipping it. It is a ship. It is happening, and I'm shipping it. Anyways, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.